Welcome to Lecture 6, The Performativity of Interviewing. This lecture is meant to teach students the performative foundations of quality interviewing interactions. Whether you're going into a job interview to be interviewed, or if you are a practicing journalist trying to obtain information for news stories, your interviewing performance says a lot about your credibility and the ability to make or break a communication. First, let me say, interviewing is a performance. You need to act and engage in theatrics to some extent. Similar to public speaking, when you're asking questions and attempting to obtain answers, you must speak clearly and with a personality. Of course, this may seem arbitrary in nature and even cultural, but something tells me that if you're enrolled in a class focused on interviewing, you probably enjoy asking questions and talking. So let's get this out of the way now. Treat interviewing as a staged performance. I'm not suggesting to act fake or phony, but to appeal to your audience and interviewer and interviewee, make sure that you are engaging. Often, we can see the most famous money-making interviewers having a particular staged style in which they employ. Think of the greats, Barbara Walters, Katie Couric, and yes, even Wendy Williams. They all have very interesting ways of demonstrating their personal interviewing techniques and styles. If you have ever performed in theater, improv, or in music, you most likely already know how to demonstrate the qualities that help assist in the performative aspects of interviewing. While I certainly don't want to bore you with a litany of tips and performance-based techniques, I will offer you my most important tip for interviewing. In addition, you can view the PowerPoint slides, which will help give you some helpful advice as well. This video, after all, is simply to provide you with some supplemental performative information to help you out. The biggest tip I have to tell you is to exude confidence. Yes, that's right, confidence. This is not something easily attainable. By having great posture, standing and sitting tall, being clear and concise, offering appropriate nonverbal cues, and having a flexible but firm voice, one can give the impression that they are confident. This is the truth for any interview exchange. What does that to someone's credibility? As you are viewing the PowerPoint slides, think of how you demonstrate confidence. What are the techniques you would develop to ensure a confident performance? After viewing this video lecture and PowerPoint slides, go to YouTube and search for any public interviews. What makes the interview a dynamic performance? What are some of the questioning and verbal techniques? What vocal tones are the interviewers and interviewees using? What's the style of the interviewer and the interviewee? How about the types of answers they're getting? Furthermore, I encourage you to view the Barbara Walters Tracy Morgan interview clip on Blackboard and to read the accompanying article from Huffington Post. What are the techniques used in which Walters gets many of her guests to cry? Is it emotional topics? Is it her vocal techniques, her tone, or that eye squinting? Start practicing and developing your own interviewing style. How exactly do you want to construct your interviewing identity?